is and has always been is in the small businesses, and then you want to help see us succeed. So thank you for that, and looking forward to the things in the days ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, my goal for 2010 is to get the city, at least in the council chambers, to use apples. We will not be seeing the video tonight. David Paul.
Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, I have seen the video, and Mr. Mayor, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk tonight about last week when I came to you and I asked for the city to change course on Measure I. Mr. Mayor, you said that I guess you either have faith or you don't, and I would just like to say to you that just because I don't subscribe to your exact type of faith doesn't mean that I don't have faith. I have faith in the truth, and I have faith in agape, the brotherly, sisterly love that is the core of the teachings of Jesus. And as I go around and I demonstrate the love that I try and share with all of you, I hope you realize that's part of my love of Jesus. Just because we disagree about what Jesus is doesn't mean that I love Jesus any less. I know Jesus said many will come in my name, and they sure have, and I want to talk about one who did. We tend to think of the olden days as some distant time, but they were pretty much the same. They didn't have cell phones and satellites and the Colbert Report, but life was just like it is. We have the same political intrigues now as we've always had as human beings. And Constantine was a Roman general, and he was fighting for control of Rome to become the emperor. And on a night when he was about to have a battle that would turn the tide for him to become the emperor, he had a vision. Now, also in those times, at the beginning of the 4th century, Christianity was in its nascent state, and there were many factions. There were factions that incorporated the Jewish scriptures in their canon, and there were those that didn't. There were those that felt there was a dual nature to Christ. There were some that thought it was a mystical but not divine nature. There were some that thought Christ was enlightened. So there were many different factions of Christianity. Now, it just so happened that Constantine, who was a professional soldier, a son of a general, a pragmatist, he was also quite superstitious, and he liked what people liked in those days, the best God to lead them in the battle. And the person that interpreted his vision was a bishop from a church who felt the Jewish scriptures were part of the canon and Christ was divine. Through time, when he consolidated his efforts, first thing that Constantine did was purge all the other factions from the church. He persecuted all the other Christians. On top of that, he never gave up his pagan beliefs. He wrote love songs to his other gods. But it was politically expedient to adopt this track. That's how we wound up with Christianity in its present state. And there are other ways to love Jesus. I'm going to come back here next week and finish this, but that's all I have for now. I'm out of time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Paul. Okay, so now we have a group on massage therapy, and you wanted to stay together, I take it? Okay, and Julie Foster is first, is that right? Okay, thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Paris and City Council members. My name is Julie Foster, and I am founder and owner of Overdid It Massage Center located only a stone throw away.